What is up, guys? Last one for the yellow shirt today. This is going to be day 3 of Jurassic June. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Hammond Collection Corythosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Will I put all of those buzzwords in the title? No. But I will be putting Corythosaurus, Jurassic Park, and 3 somewhere in there. I think I'm funny, I'm not. But no, we're going to be taking a look at this Corythosaurus. It is a first for the Jurassic Park toy line. We never got a Cory back when JP3 came out. We didn't even get a para for that. We may have gotten like a little dinky little mini like surprise egg thing, but this is the first mainline scaled Corythosaurus. This one is awesome. I'm so excited for this one. This whole wave of Hammond Collection, if you've seen that Irritator video, whew, fantastic. I love the Hammond Collection. As long as the Hammond Collection loves me back, I'll be fine. I am a slave to Mattel. Please help me. Please sponsor me. I spend a lot of money on this, and it gets me nowhere. It brings me happiness, though. That's all it does, is it brings me happiness in my sad, dull, depressing life. But, Corythosaurus, Corinthian horned reptile. It's not a horn, it's a crest, Corinthian crested reptile. I don't have a script for this, if you can't tell. Anyway, enough of me rambling. You want to see me open the dinosaur, watch about a minute and a half of the video, and then click off and go watch something actually interesting. So, we're going to go ahead and start taking a look at this Corythosaurus. This is the Hammond Collection Corythosaurus, and this is a first-time figure for the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World toy line. We've never gotten a 2-scale Corythosaurus. We never got one back in 2001, and it's just been one that has never been made until today. And this is an awesome figure, and I'm super, super happy to finally have this species of Hadrosaurid in the collection. It appeared briefly in Jurassic Park 3, and then never again, because the Parasaurolophus is such a fan favorite. And then as far as Hadrosaurids, the only other one we ever got was the Iguanodon from Dominion, which would be cool to get in the Hammond Collection one day. Jurassic World and then Dominion are the only 2 films that have not gotten any Hammond Collection representation, which, I mean, if you count Camp Cretaceous, half of the Jurassic Park franchise has not been represented yet in this adult collector's line, but they got to stretch it out. We'll get there when we get there. But here's the Corythosaurus. The box is beautiful. It's your usual Hammond Collection fanfare. You got the Hammond Collection logo here. It says Corythosaurus, Jurassic Park 30th anniversary. You get a nice windowed package of the dinosaur there, the Corythosaurus. Its name meaning Corinthian helmed reptile. And then the side of the box has got your usual Hammond Collection logo. The back of the box is where things get interesting. We finally have a picture here. We haven't had one of these on the back of a medium figure since the Ceratosaurus Triceratops wave. So it's exciting to finally have a picture on the back of the box again. I was worried they'd stop doing them. But we got a picture of the Jurassic Park 3 cast being Udesky, Paul Kirby, Amanda Kirby, Billy Brennan, and then Alan Grant all running from the herd. And then you can see the Parasaurolophus and then the Corythosaurus there in the herd. With a defining duckbill and head crest, the Corythosaurus stampedes onto the scene as Dr. Alan Grant and Paul and Amanda Kirby desperately flee from the Velociraptors on Isla Sorna. And then now, for my favorite part, the mural image. Boom! Corythosaurus, Jurassic Park 3. Looks fantastic. This is one of the better looking mural images. And overall, this is one of the best looking Hammond Collection figures we've gotten so far. I thought it was just a simple retool of the Parasaurolophus, but this is a pretty much all new figure, which is super duper exciting. And that's all I really got to say. Let's go ahead and crack this Corythosaurus out of the packaging. Here is our Corythosaurus unpackaged, and we've got to put the tail on this guy real quick. Should be pretty easy. You just got to line it up. Trying to avoid. My dog ate my last microphone, and she's trying to eat the new one. ever since I've been home from college, she's been up my ass all the time. Just like we're gonna get this tail up the... There we go. We have put the tail on the Corythosaurus, and bada bing bada boom, we got this guy hot and ready to go. This one's a lot easier to stand than that Irritator was, but these herbivores tend to have a bit more of a neutral pose to them. It's not going to balance exactly right now, but I'll fiddle with it and get it to work a bit more for a good thumbnail shot. But no, this one is beautiful looking. This one is very, very nice. Very happy to finally have a Corythosaurus in the collection. And they did a great job. This is one of our only Hammond Collection figures that never appeared in the... I think it is the only Hammond Collection figure that never appeared in the main line. So maybe we'll get a mainline Corythosaurus. Who knows? But this one is beautiful. Just take a look at the details on this figure. Beautiful head sculpt. You got that nice distinctive crest. You've got a painted mouth and tongue. You got black and yellow and red here. Moving down the body, it's a little more apparent that this is a retool of the Parasaurolophus, but really only the body appears that way. We'll do more in the comparison. It's definitely got new parts on it and some reuse of some old parts. But moving down, you see you got all these good colors on this guy, and it like naturally has these colorations. It's got these splotches all down the tail, and it's like uneven, which is awesome. Usually they tend to have even paint jobs, but as you can see, it's got like some uneven splotching there, which is super cool. I'm very, very impressed with this guy. Very nice detail. A lot of paint on this figure, as you can see. Unfortunately, no painted fingernails, but we do have painted toes. They look fairly nice. The tail has got a lot of paint on it, which I love. And overall, this is a really solid figure. I don't feel ripped off, and it's big. This feels like a big figure. So did that Irritator. This one feels like a good size. It doesn't feel undersized or oversized or anything. It feels at the proper sizing. As far as articulation goes on this Corythosaurus, it's a Hammond Collection figure, so you've got a whole slew of articulation. The jaw is articulated. Every Hammond Collection herbivore except the poor Triceratops has had an articulated jaw. Poor guy. But this jaw is articulated. It'll close. It'll open. All that good stuff. The head is on a couple of different joints. The head itself right here will rotate, do all that fun stuff. And then the neck does have articulation. This plastic feels a lot more solid than some of the earlier Hammond Collection figures. The arms are articulated. They will move back and forth. It'll also move out, and then you've got articulation at the elbow. No wrist articulation. Starting to think that might be a one-off for the Concavinator, which would be a little unfortunate. The legs are articulated. They will move out from the body. They will move back and forth. It's going to be tight, but they will move back and forth. There's articulation at the knee, so you can bend it and rotate it. There's articulation here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. We don't have one on humans. Our legs can't bend like that. If your leg bent like that, you'd have to go to the ER. And then the leg will also rotate at the ankle. All that fun stuff. And then the tail, like every Hammond Collection figure so far, except the Ankylosaurus and Triceratops, is rubber. So you can move it, and then it also does have a bendy wire in it, so you can bend the tail, which is pretty cool. Here's our two Hadrosaurs from the Hammond Collection line. In the film, they are obviously like model swaps of each other. It is not as apparent here, but they've got some obviously reused parts. But gosh, these do look great next to each other. So starting off with the, obviously they look very similar to each other, but starting off with the similarities, I believe the neck, like the head is obviously new. The neck has been shrunken. No, it's completely new. The neck's completely new. The body is the same, it appears to be. It's got the same like curvature and curvation and all that. It's been widened a bit on this Corythosaurus just because it is a bit more bulky. This arm piece is the same, but the hands are new. The legs are entirely the same, except the Corythosaurus does have some added articulation. Here down, the legs are identical. This Corythosaurus does have like some knee armoring, but what's different is the Parasaurolophus does not have the added ankle joint that the Corythosaurus does. So you can get some more movement out of your Corythosaurus. The tails are not the same, but they are got some same parts, but these do look great next to each other. We've got our Lost World Parasaurolophus next to our JP3 Corythosaurus. I do know that the Parasaurolophus has different colors in some of the different films. It'd be cool to get those one day. I'd personally like to see a glow-in-the-dark Parasaurolophus Lux, but for the first wave, like the first medium figures, it is clear that with this new wave they wanted to reimagine those older figures and kind of reinterpret them as new dinosaurs while reusing some of the stuff. This Parasaurolophus is great. I still recommend it highly. And next to this Corythosaurus, I definitely appreciate it a lot more. A final kind of comparison here is Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant, just for that human size comparison. Both from the same film. Hopefully we get more Jurassic Park 3 humans. I would like absolutely kill for like Billy Brennan. Or my dream figure is Cooper. That's never going to happen. But Billy Brennan could happen. But it looks pretty good next to a human figure. Overall, this Corythosaurus gets my stamp of approval 100%. Do yourself a favor, pick this one up. This whole wave is fantastic. All of Hammond Collection is fantastic. The only kind of stinker, in my opinion, is the Triceratops. But otherwise, they're all pretty solid. I'd recommend them. This Corythosaurus you can find on Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. And I'm sure it'll show up at Target at some point in the next year and a half, seeing as it took them like that long to get the last wave. So, who knows? Definitely do yourself a favor, grab this Corythosaurus. Appreciate you watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Let's go ahead and move into the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video on the Jurassic Park Hammond Collection Corythosaurus. This one has been really awesome. Super excited for this one. Make sure you guys are staying tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm posting on my Instagram and my TikTok daily Jurassic Park stuff for the month of June, because it is Jurassic June. Tomorrow, what do we have in store for you? Something bad. Something really bad. If you notice what I'm doing a different figure from each year, and Jurassic World's next, and we all know how that toy line went. So stay tuned. See some screw holes tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in another video tomorrow. Take care.